young Lady Emily, I'm Callista. I'll be caring for you and schooling you while you're with us.
Pleased to meet you.
As am I. Would you like to see your room in the tower?
Can I see it?
Yes, you may. You'll get to see it all. The entirety of the Hound Pits.
Good. I think I'll like it here. I'll go with Callista, Corvo. I'll see you later.
Stay safe, Emily.
You do not fail to impress. Armed with a blade, you've changed the course of the city forever. And with the Pendleton twins gone, our own Lord Pendleton will assume their votes in Parliament. In one night, you've done more than most men do in a lifetime. I need to speak to you soon. But for now, Lord Pendleton requests your attention.
Yeah, I need to have words with that man. Nothing bad. Just to let him know the fate of his brothers. If he's curious. Lady Emily has been safely recovered from the Lord Regent's control, and the Pendleton brothers have been neutralized. Find Lord Pendleton. Right on, right on. Let's take a look at my powers first. I've got... How many do I have to spend? I have 3. Some of the things that I want cost 3. Devouring Swarm. I can summon my own rats to devour people. I don't really need to, though. Wind Blast sounds fun. Bandit Time. Since I tend to run away a lot... Ooh, mana consumption very high. I think everything is... Well, I guess these 2 are very low. But other than that, high, very high. There's no medium cost abilities. Powerful wind that can push back or knock down enemies and shatter doors. Sounds useful. Level 2. You can kill enemies by throwing them into walls and shatter doors. It's useful for shattering wooden doors and for fighting enemies, especially in groups. An enemy near a railing will be knocked over the railing, falling to his doom if an enemy fires a moderately heavy projectile at you, such as a grenade, or the tall boy's incendiary arrows. The wind blast power can hurl the projectile back at them. It's basically force push, if properly timed. At level 2, the power will throw enemies into nearby walls, hard enough to kill them. I think wind blast sounds like my next bet. I don't want a very high casting cost ability, because using something like that means I have to use it perfectly, because it negates the use of further abilities like Dark Vision, Blink. Oh wait, there's level 2 Blink. I didn't even think about that. Rapid forward movement for a longer distance. Sweet. Actually, I like that. I've been using that a ton. That's the obvious choice. Let's see. Dark Vision level 2. See in the dark and see living things through walls, including their fields of vision. Yes, I already have that. Representations of the sounds that you make are also visible. Of course, see useful objects and security systems through walls as well. Cool. But Blink level 2 is my next bet. Bone Charms. Unnerving target. Enemies have a slight chance to miss with guns. Oh man, that can come in handy. Healthy Appetite 2. Food heals you moderately more. I like that. What do I have equipped right now? I have Spirited 1. More mana. Water gives me mana. I forgot about that, actually. Potions give you slightly more health. I'm happy with these. You know what? No, let's do the... let's get rid of the mana one and pick up the one that helps me survive with Unnerving Target. My inventory is fine. Alright. I want to go see Piero first. A second solution. Excerpt from a series of newspaper articles from prominent natural philosophers by Piero Joplin. It is through no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed a preference for Sokolov's elixir over my own formula, such as Piero's Remedy, a name I did not choose if you must know the truth. The public has spoken its usual message of idiocy, spending their coin as a means of selecting Sokolov's formula over mine, which I believe to be equal, if not superior. Much has been made over the popularity of these concoctions as a means of resisting this remarkable new plague. I say remarkable because this strain works with an efficiency that we have not seen in the history of the Empire. This plague, now making its way through the city of Dunwall, is unrivaled in its effectiveness. I have studied it with the blood of those so afflicted, and it is nearly perfect. Elegant, in fact. Did Sokolov make the plague? Elegant, in fact. And while it is true that Piero's Remedy and Sokolov's elixir are known to protect the body against the plague equally, My own has properties not fully understood which relate to the mind itself and the spirit. And it is in this way that my formula wins out. Here is where one should pay attention to this contest. For you see, Sokolov's elixir, with its emphasis on the brute animal body, is a crass goo, better suited for livestock. The subtle and secret variants in the key ingredients making up Piero's remedy ensure that it works on the higher functions that separate humankind, from the mindless blue-jawed hagfish swimming in the Renhaven River. Yes, you are making very good juice, both of you. Yours is better, though. Like, this portal, this outlined portal on this door has always caught my attention every time I walk up here. I don't want to eat your whale meat. Piero!
Ask me for any gear you need.
That's what I'm here for. The blueprint you brought to Piero unlocks this upgrade, Mask Optics 2. I like that idea. Thought I had 2 blueprints that I purchased. Whatever. 400 for Mask Optics 2. Provides another level of magnification. Looks like I press Alt to zoom in and then F to zoom further. I like that. That's cool. That'll work. What else? Crossbow range? I don't think I really need that. I think I tend to get close enough, and at range I'm not accurate anyway. I don't need more grenade or bullet capacity. Bone charms capacity. Ah! Now that is useful. That would probably be my second purchase. As far as ammunition and the like, I think I'm good. Yeah. Oh, I see. Sokolov makes the health elixir, Piero makes the spiritual remedy. Yeah, I don't need any more of this other stuff. So it's all about upgrades at this point. And Mask Optics 2 is the one I was most interested in, so I'll purchase that. And if I can scrounge up another 150 coins or so, I'll get Bone Charms Capacity 1. Emily in her tower. This is where her room would be. Mr. Pendleton, the deed is done, and I think you'll like the result.
Corvo, the Loyalist conspiracy thanks you for your work. I don't know if I can. My own brothers. We never believed that you killed the Empress. It made much more sense that the Royal Spy Master, now the Lord Regent, was behind it, aided by some of his key allies. We spent a lot of money and exposed ourselves to great risk in getting you out of prison. But we did it because we believe that you're the one that can make the difference.
Oh, and Havelock's looking for you.
He found me, but I guess I'll go talk to him. A little bit of a game of back and forth, I suppose.
Where's Wallace? Wallace! You're promoted wherever you are. Head lackey.
Why do you look straight at me when you say that? Looking around for more charms and runes. Seems I've cleaned this place out already.
All right, my friend. Martin's devised our next move. There's a footnote in Campbell's journal that tells us the Lord Regent's mistress sat for a portrait with Sokolov, the painter and royal physician. He'll be able to give us her name. Sokolov lives on Caldwin's Bridge about half the time, out over the river. The catch is that I'm afraid you've got to head out right away, while Sokolov is at his apartment on the bridge. Samuel can get you close to the bridge, but you'll have to find Sokolov. Bring him back here intact, and it'll enable us to make our next move. I can't believe what you've done so far. Escaping from Coldridge, taking down the High Overseer, recovering Emily. You make this old military man proud. That's it then.
Well, happy to be of service. Martin? So, no time for me to rest then?
Gamble's journal. It's amazing how many overseers he'd been blackmailing. It really is the key to the Abbey.
Nothing left to say.
The streets around us are pleasant, but there's no rioting at least. It's better that we're hidden here in one of the more desolated sections of the city.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time before they actually start looking over here. You know that, right? It's kind of like whenever you're looking for your car keys, you eliminate the most obvious places first, whenever you know that they're missing, and then you eventually start to look in the more obscure places, until eventually you look in, like, places you would never think to look. You begin looking in things like underneath the couch. What were they doing underneath the couch? Maybe they fell out of your pocket, but then you kicked them down there. Alright, so that didn't actually work. They're not down there. So then you start looking in places that they would never, ever possibly be in your hopes to find them. You start looking, like, inside the refrigerator. Like, maybe I was drunk or something one night, and I put my keys in there when I was trying to grab a bottle of water to rehydrate myself or something. Of course, your car keys don't end up in the refrigerator, do they? You don't find them there, so you begin looking in the even more obscure places until eventually you do find them, like, in your hand or something. Someplace stupid obvious. And you're like, why didn't I look there? Or maybe you find them, like, I don't know, in the corner or something, on the floor. Maybe instead of kicking them underneath your sofa, you kick them across the room somehow, and you didn't even notice it. And that's exactly what's going to happen with this place. You know that, right? Eventually, the Spy Master, the Lord Regent, is going to be like, alright, there's an uprising, there's a rebellion against me here. These loyalists are probably somewhere. I haven't checked this part of the city yet. You see, we're not even in the most obscure place. We're in an obvious place, you two. We really are. We're in a place where no one would think to look, but would think to look once they started looking, you know? Like, once they actually became aware of what's going on, which they've got to be by this point. I mean, look at what we've been up to. They're actually going to start looking here pretty soon. Like, you know what? This part of the city that nobody's been looking in for the longest time? Yeah, they got to be there. So, you know what? We're probably like the second step. We're probably like 2 layers deep as far as people looking for us. First, they're going to check out the city, but there's not going to be anything in the city. They're going to send the overseers out. The overseers are going to start looking around. They're going to check apartment buildings. They're going to check abandoned buildings. Whenever they don't find anything, they're going to be like, all right, now we need to expand our search, and this is where they'll find us. They're going to check this second layer. We're still in the city, obviously, and they're going to start checking stuff like this. They're going to send boats out. There's going to be more overseers. They're going to pick up on the clues, and in general, it's just going to suck. Just letting you know. All right. I'm gonna see Emily. I'm gonna go see Emily. Hey there.
It is a difficult time for the family. Perhaps we should not speak.
Whatever. Don't care. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. You don't have to drink, man. They're okay. They didn't die.
I suppose this means I'll have to have children, or else recognize one of my bastards.
Yeah. You're really depressing. Let's go outside. Let's go see Emily in her tower. Best way that I know to get there is actually through my room. I know this is not the way to my room. Shut up. Oi there.
Hello, Mr. Corvo. I'll be getting on with my work then.
No. Let's talk.
The Admiral says sound travels for miles over water. I'm afraid even to sneeze.
The Admiral's right. But you're okay here for the most part.
Please report lights or strange noises emanating from evacuated districts.
I'd be more worried about sound coming in through those things. Why wouldn't there be microphones there? Oh, you're gone. Dang it. This happens all the time with the ladies. You think you got them with some interesting conversation, turns out they just don't care. They just want me for my body. Hey! Cleaning my mattress or something. It's not where I wanted to go. Thought that was like a window that I jumped out last time. That one. I'm more familiar with the layout of that whorehouse than I am of this place.
Krista, I don't want to look around right now.
Of course. We can give you the tour later, when you've rested.
I was wondering, do you think my mother is really dead? I saw her get stabbed, but maybe she was still alive and got better. Is that possible?
I'm sorry, Emily. But no. She did not survive.
Oh. Did you go to her funeral? Was it fancy and beautiful?
A train of carriages rode through the city. It was very beautiful. Flowers everywhere. And thousands of people wept because they will miss her.
I wish I could have seen it.
I'm sorry, dear.
That's troubling. How's she doing?
I've been planning for Emily. Lesson plans are together. A schedule is prepared. We will make life as normal as possible here.
I don't think there's much chance of that, really. Hey, Emily. It's a mighty big book you got there. What you reading? Curious George?
I mean, this place isn't as pretty as the Golden Cat, but I like it better anyway.
The Golden Cat was dirty, Emily. You know what went on there. Nasty.
You can see the tower across the river from here. That's where my mother died.
I remember. Doesn't look the same. Your mother, well... Your mother died in a gazebo, you know. But I guess it's beneath that tower somewhere.
Sometimes I wonder about the man who stabbed my mother. Who was he? So I get to stay in a smaller tower while I live here. That'll be good practice.
You know you've got a lot on your shoulders, Emily. And everyone here, myself included, will do our best to lighten that load.
I like Samuel. Perhaps we can take another boat ride soon.
That wouldn't be very safe. Though at some point, maybe when it's a little more peaceful, that would be pleasant, wouldn't it? Samuel's a nice guy. And you're out of things to say.
The horror she has seen. But all that's almost over.
I don't know about that. I don't know if you guys have seen the last of your horrors. I don't think this place is safe. I really don't. Alright guys, before I get on the next mission, and before I look around here a little bit more, that'll cut it for this session, or that'll do it for this session. I'm going to go ahead and cut the recording off here, and I'll pick it up sometime soon. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.